Hi guys. I am out of school today because I'm at home taking care of my dog who hurt his leg, but I wanted to create a video that could explain the next steps of this low poly so that while I'm not there you guys can move on, because I know at this point a lot of you have probably completed your triangles up to the end of the blue here, which is where I asked you guys to stop. I did a little bit less than that because I was just trying to hurry up and do this so I could give you a demo, because my practice one is at school and I'm not at school. So you should have triangles filling in all of these areas and all the way down to the bottom of the blue. And you'll know if your triangles are correctly aligned because if you push Control A and all of your anchor points show up, you're not going to see any missed meetings. So where mine all meet, they meet directly on that anchor point. A misaligned anchor point, I just tried to get a FaceTime on my computer. Anyway, a misaligned anchor point would look like this. So, and actually my computer really tries to, my version of Illustrator is a little different than the one we have at school, and it really tries to help me make sure that my stuff is not misaligned. It has these really incredible smart guides. But anyway, so Command A or Control A, if I look at this spot right here, this is a mess of missed anchor points. So if you're seeing this on your screen when you push Control A, what you're going to need to do to fix this problem before we can color your triangles is with white arrow tool, you're going to double click on the anchor point that's misaligned and drag it until it clicks onto another one. So now that's correctly aligned. Now I need this all to be here also. So I'm going to double click on that anchor point and drag it so that it clicks, and then double click on this one and drag it so that it clicks, and then I'm going to check again with Control A. So that's all nicely aligned. There's nothing misaligned. They all are meeting where they should be meeting. And I didn't quite finish all my triangles here like I was saying, but yours should be completed down to the blue before you do this next step. So now, all of these lines are just kind of like interconnected and zigzaggy. None of these triangles are currently colorable, right? Like if I click on one of these pieces here, if I click on this and I try to color this, it doesn't understand that these other lines are trying to make that into triangles. So there's a step that we do to divide all of these triangles where they meet at anchor points so that they're easy to color. And here's how you do that. So when your triangles are finished, you're going to hit Control A to highlight everything, to turn everything on. Then you're going to go up top in your screen to the Window menu, and then go to Pathfinder, which is right here. So Pathfinder is the window you want. And mine was already in my toolbar over here, but yours will probably show up as its own little menu like right here. Just that's how it does it at school. As long as all of your paths are still highlighted, so you've pushed Control A, you can see all of the path lines. What you want to hit is this divide option right here. So under Pathfinders, this one. And what this is going to do is it's going to say, everywhere that my lines are touching, I want you to break them apart into separate shapes. So I hit that. It looks like some of my lines lost their stroke, but it's okay. Nothing is wrong. I'm going to close that menu. I'm going to go to my color menu, and you should be going to your color menu and following along with me. And I'm going to remove the stroke color. Remember, if your color menu looks like this, you need to expand the options by clicking these two little arrows so that you can see the fill box and the stroke box. The stroke box right now for me has question marks because some of my lines have a stroke and some don't have a color stroke. So I'm just going to take away all stroke color so that none of it's showing. And then I'm going to slide my color menu back. Right now, this bird, if I want to go to white arrow, so push A on your keyboard or click on the white arrow button, and then click out into the open area. So if you've clicked out into the open area, you'll see that your triangles look like they've disappeared, but they're not gone. If you hover over your bird, you're going to see the triangles remaining. So doing this together, go ahead and click on one of your triangles. And then push I on your keyboard and click in the middle of the triangle to fill it in. So the coloring process is super easy once you know how to do it. And if you're using your keyboard shortcuts, pressing A and then I makes it so much faster than going over to your toolbar and selecting between direct selection and eyedropper. So you push A, you click on a triangle, you push I, you eyedropper from the middle of that triangle the color that you think it should be. So A, next triangle, I, fill it in, A, next triangle, I, fill it in, A, next triangle, I, fill it in, A. And it's just like super repetitive. I know I'm probably really annoying to you guys right now, but it's really repetitive because it's easy. You're seeing here actually that right here and right here for me, for some reason it's not letting me access that triangle's edge, and this happens all the time. The reason that that is happening is because this triangle, and this triangle are over top the edge of that center one. So what I need to do is click in the middle of the empty triangle and drag a little box toward a neighboring triangle, and then click on the anchor point of the one I want to color. So those are a little bit tricky. That's the one exception to the easiness of coloring, but even that's not that difficult. You guys know how to click and drag. So again, if it's like this guy right here where it's like not letting me access the edge, I click in the middle and drag toward a neighboring triangle. Then I click the anchor point of the one I want to color, and then I fill it in. So by the time I come back, I would expect, because I think you guys have a 55-minute period today, I would expect you guys to have colored most of the triangles, because you probably finished making the triangles last class. And as soon as you're finished making them, I want to see you start to color them. If you have any triangles that are stuck together, let's see if I have any. No, that's one I didn't. These pieces I didn't quite get to finish making my triangles in. But I don't think I have any stuck together. You might find that you have one triangle that's stuck to another one, like that these both highlight at the same time. That's because right here where they meet, when you were making triangles, there was a misaligned anchor point. And I'll show you what to do about that when I come back. So color all of the ones that aren't stuck together. And if you have any that are stuck together, I will show you a fix for that when I am back at school, which will be on Monday, so or Tuesday when I see you next. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So your task for today is to start the coloring process of your triangles. All right, good luck.